Sorry, it's still awkward for me to be on my camera talking. Um, so I did a follow-up with Dr. Rogers to remove the stitches underneath the chin. I may have one stitch that perhaps needs to be removed, um, but you can't really see. It's pretty dark in here, but it was difficult for me to shave yesterday, and I gotta be careful with the I stitches, and I might have one still. If that's the case, I was told to wait um, 2 days. Just don't shave, just clean it, kind of scrub it, and then shave. And then if I do have a stitch, go ahead and make the appointment for one of the girls to remove the stitch. Just glad that I didn't have an infection. Um, and so yesterday I got a big surprise, not just by Dr. Rogers, and so it was good news, and also with my friend Lance. But okay, so with Dr. Rogers, came in and he was like, "We're gonna, you know," he was. We were both, everybody, we were all just glad we didn't have an infection because I'm prone to infections, and so it was a good thing. And I haven't gone to the gym, but when he walked in, he reassured me, and he was like, "You know what? We're not done yet." So I'm just happy that, you know, um, that he's able to do um, this construction zone area on my chin, on my face, and that you know, and we're gonna do things differently, and I'm just gonna heal slower than most people, a little longer, and that's okay as long as there's no infection, and I'm able to when I talk or look in front of the mirror when I'm with a client, hopefully to get back to work, is that I can feel confident, um, and be able to talk. So it's so important how just your body, just the anatomy of the body, how one little thing can just you know, and you're just um, it's not right how you move your lips and the muscles and just I can go on and on. And when I talk, it's as a chin look. It just so I, you know, it, it's how I get treated is so completely different how I was treated um, before I didn't have the surgery or the infection, and I was treated completely different um, than before, and it taught me a lot. It was real difficult, and but one thing I've learned with this experience is that you know um, I learned a lot of things, but I think one thing I learned is that to be not that I was conceited, but just don't judge a book by its cover. You know, um, and I didn't grow up like that either. Um, I grew up in a very humble, um, you know, with my grandparents and the girls, but um, I'm not so quick to judge or he or she looks different. We're all different, and disabilities come in different forms. And so when I got this infection, I just felt like wow. I just felt like I was like this. I just looked disabled, and but that wasn't the intention of. It was just I just had an infection, and we had to remove um, stuff that was in the chin, and it was what it was. And I'm not. I'll make a video of when this is all done. I'll make a video of that, and then I'll post a video that I have when the infection, before I had the infection. Um, so it wasn't like it was the doctor's fault, you know. It's um, I just there's a lot to the story, and how I got the infection. It was an open wound underneath the mouth and blah blah blah. But I don't want to ramble. I feel like I just, but it's also like I just is more like a personal growth for me. So I can so I can move on. So I can look back and be like, wow, this wasn't a big deal, you know. um, and I can just be like, wow, he wasn't that bad at good looking, you know, and not beat myself up so much about it. Um, and just pat myself in the back that I did, you know, that I'm trying. Um, so back to the good news. So Dr. Rogers said that he is going to, um, he's got he's got some great ideas, and we're gonna do them. So we're not done yet. So he might do some graphing, some liposuction, and go ahead and just fill it in. He might do a filler and a different kind of filler. I won't get too much into that until, because that's, I don't I this is all taught, but I do know that we're gonna get this done. Also, as far as my lip goes, um, I had lip reduction on my lips, um, and I believe I had it twice. Um, so the the first one was from the outside. Then the second one, crazy, right? The second one was from the inside of the mouth, and that's where I had scar tissue inside. So it's difficult for me to move my mouth. So so I feel like people are like, oh, he's weird, or he doesn't want to talk, or you know, he thinks short. It's just, it's not that. It's just I can't. I have a first of all, I have a dry mouth. I have a difficult time trying to move my lips. The muscle in the lips. It's just wow, you know, and how you how you talk and how you move. It's difficult for me now that I have scar tissue and then with the chin, so I come off like just strange, and it's not the most comfortable feeling, you know, for me. But so what he said he was gonna go ahead and do is just do some grafting and put back some fat inside my both of my lips so they could look normal. Call me plastic queen. Call me plastic surgeon. You know, great. You know, not crazy, but it's just an experience that I had, and um, it's crazy to just go back and forth over full lips. Now we're gonna have full lips, or we're not gonna have full lips, or like, you know what I'm saying. So, anyways, I'm 36. I just want to get this fixed. I want to get back to work and move on. You know, that's all I want to do is just go back and just get this fixed and move on and work on something else. Work on something else on my, you know, hair restoration. Work on some, you know, uh, going back to school part time besides working, and you know, building and just, you know, um, working another part of the body. I don't have to focus on this and that, and so I think it's gonna be a great year, definitely, and and you know, thanks to Dr. Rogers. And so reconstructive surgery is not it's not pretty. It's not. I was told once by a doctor that as she was sewing me, she was sewing the inside of my lip, inside inside the chin. Sorry, not inside the chin. She was saying that plastic surgery is not pretty. I mean, and it hurts. It hurts. Um, but this is not to bash a doctor. This is my experience of what I wanted and what happened. you know. So it's nobody's fault but my own. So I own that. So I own that. Um, Second, Lance picked me up yesterday on his 1928 Ford, um, and it was really cute. So he picked me up after Dr. Rogers' appointment and Beverly Hills. This was on Wilshire Boulevard, Linden, Linden Drive, and and it was cute because I was waiting for him, and outside there was a bus stop, bus number 20, and it goes to Santa Monica, and I was waiting for him, and I just recall when I was just younger, in my 20s, and um, just I don't want to get emotional, but it was just cute. And so he came in with the car, and came in with the car. I didn't know if I had to hop in there really quick because it was a different kind of car, different kind of time. Um, and it was a car from the Great Depression. I was about to start and a recession, and but the whole thing was just so cool about it, just the history of it, and I wasn't even born, and just different things were going on back then, and um, I've been through recession, and living in a building that's from built in 1922, so I feel like the car was one thing that lands it is different. It's a survivor, it's what it is. The car looks elegant, and it's a different feeling being in a 1928 Ford car. I think it was so cool. I don't know what are the words to explain it, but besides that, I was just stunned, and I was just still like, wow, this is like fabulous. The fun doesn't even. I I don't know what words to describe it, but the but that was in the car that had history, and it just and it meant so much, and the car is definitely famous. So it was cute. So my videos got I think I'm crying because my videos that we took got deleted. Um, I thought that my videos and pictures got. I saw them on Google last night, and I couldn't wait to upload. I couldn't wait to upload them, and so I uploaded some on Instagram, and then usually I upload things on Instagram, then on YouTube, and but I was just so because just wanted to get that video in there, and I got the video on Instagram, but it was silent. I'm like, okay, well I don't want it silent. We had sound. We were like on Cannon Drive, just going shopping, and but anyway, so we'll do it again, and by then I should be a little thinner. Because I did get some weight just being in here for like almost a month, just recovering and not scared to go out because I don't want to get an infection. So um, and I feel like I'm just emotional because I'm crying just because good things are finally happening for me, and I've been winning. I've been literally since the recession has been really bad since '08. So I've been kind of like in this depression mood for like 8 years, and so being in that car was just like, okay, we're gonna both get through it. And Lance is also a survivor. He's been through a lot. It's taught me a lot. He had a business. He's had bankruptcy. He's got. So we both took different paths, and I think that we're both trying to do well. And I think that's why I get emotional because you know all we want to do is just work and be great, and make money. Um, so Um, and I'm happy for him. I'm so happy. He's in a different. Um, when I met him, I was just a kid. I was like, I think I was probably 17. Well, we'll say 18. Hold on, and he was what, early 30s, I think. Um, so it's just neat to see him driving a car like that. Um, Being in the neighborhood where I met him, I met him in Beverly Hills on Cannon, and also I used to work there as a hairdresser, and I used to live around, by the neighborhood in West Hollywood, and um, so it just brought back a lot of different feelings, and and but it was just neat to be in that car because for 8 years it is a car of of all glory and jazz and swing um, and then depression hits. So we're fine, so he's doing well. He's doing great, and I'm gonna just start doing great. I just feel it. So, um, so good things are happening when we try. But I just can't wait to get this fixed and get this over with and done, and move on to the next body part, move on to the next job, move on to the next, the next thing, the next apartment or whatever. Um, and I'm also fostering the kittens, and so um, and I love that. I love that I'm able to foster. I had the opportunity to take care of the cats. I have an apartment, and I'm just grateful for the things that I have right now. They're not a whole lot, but they're a lot to me, and to be good to yourself, and love yourself, and believe in yourself, and have faith and have hope. Because it can take months, it can take 5 years, it can take 8 years for you to go through something that was terrible, and it's just all you can do is just wait, and that's what I have done is just waited for that moment and for the moment to be good, to be great again, and that moment is now, and it's 2018. Well, be good to yourselves, love yourselves, God bless.